Hi, this is Kelly at Sterling Editing with an Editcast on using dialogue to reveal character and advance your story. We're working again with the story Tilting Windmills from our last Editcast, starting today with the second paragraph. Remember, you've got a pause button if you need some time with the text. We get a lot of important information in this paragraph, including a key relationship and the event that puts Mary into the key crisis of the story, which is this forced retirement. But everything happens off stage. This should be a scene, not a one-paragraph summary. It's a great chance to use dialogue to reveal character and relationship and to see this basic dynamic of Dave versus assistant in action, because this is a great window into their relationship. So let's take a look at what we might do. You might want to hit pause and just read through this text. This is better, but there are problems that illustrate two key points I want to make about dialogue today. The first is our old friend, "As you know, Bob" dialogue. Here's a classic example of it right here. "As you know, Bob" is when characters discuss things that they already know, just so the reader can get the information too. This kind of dialogue takes all the life out of your scene, and it makes your characters sound like robots. So let's not do that. Let's see if we can find a better approach. Mary, we've got a grand poobah in the lobby. Now we get from this that he's important, even though we have no idea what his title is. We know it from Kathy's personal spin. She's impressed by his status, and that makes it feel more important and meaningful to us as the reader. Remember that even when the content is factual, human beings almost always speak from their own wants and needs, their own perspective, and usually from a particular emotional state. So your dialogue needs to reflect that. Let's identify Dave Hughes here so that Kathy doesn't have to. And then let's take a look at her next bit of dialogue, which is going to bring up the second point that I want to make. Dialogue is never just what people say. Conversation, communication also includes facial expression, body language, and business, specific physical actions like taking a drink or slamming a door. These are things that add meaning to what's happening. They're a key part of the content, and you need them in your dialogue. So let's see what we could do here that gives us key information while saying something about Kathy and her relationship to Mary. Let's try this. From HR, Kathy said, with wide eyes, made the question clear. Are we in trouble? This is better because it gives us the HR information, which is some context for what's coming up, and it gives us this trouble cue in a way that's much more about Kathy's character and her relationship to the general situation. Are we in trouble? And specifically to Mary. It's like she's looking to Mary for leadership. Let's look how her character and their relationship change if we do something like this. With a speculative look that said, "Are you in trouble?" That changes completely how we see Kathy as a character and how we view her relationship to Mary. And it's all good information that helps reveal and move your story along and helps to build tension. Now in our next Editcast, we're going to tackle the actual conversation between Mary and Dave and look for ways to reveal their relationship using dialogue. But for right now, there's a few key points that I want to make. Remember to avoid "as you know, Bob" dialogue. Remember to use body language, expression, and business as well as, and sometimes instead of, the words to communicate your meaning. Have fun, write well, and please join us for our next Editcast.